All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to a new pre-market analysis. First of all, apologies. I haven't been there this weekend. I had some personal stuff to deal with. So on Sunday, I couldn't do my analysis, my forecast, unfortunately. So this week, no forecast, but we do have the pre-market analysis from today. I will do one on today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. And then from Friday to Sunday, I have a what's it called? Sort of master class, mastermind kind of workshop, a 3-day workshop. So I won't be able to do my analysis on Friday. Probably on Friday maybe, but definitely not a forecast during the weekend. And I'm also on holiday from next Monday, so it's a lot this weekend. So I'll take my time off and get everything sorted beforehand before I decide to do any analysis. But we're here, we're ready. We've got some cleaning up to do first of all. So let's dive into that first. So the indecisive candle here on the weekly is quite interesting because I said like, okay, we have that liquidity here, but we started to form nice, clean structure on the lower time frames. So let's go lower real quick. That purple one was a quite nice one. Had that inducement, came up here, then pushed further down. But then price decided to turn around and move to the upside. So what we literally can do is just take off all that noise. This can go. Good thing is that we already took up previous weekly highs. So that's good. Oops. Price label. No. Thank you. Apologies. My hay fever pollen allergy is already doing better, but it's it's still there. So I'm trying where I can to reduce the noises, but still don't don't mind me. This one can go now. This one can go now. Not really interested in that anymore. This is still valid. This can go. Why? Because price on a new high. Price on a new low. And price broke bullish and got up there. Now we have a nice low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. But we are already above previous weekly highs. We are already above previous daily highs. So what can we look for? We can look for shorts. Why can we look for shorts? We know that we are still, and that's good, inside this premium area of this range. We know that it was quite correctional. So we started to follow this bullish range. But overall, we were looking at lower pricing. Yeah, so let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's start on the weekly. So this is kind of the forecast, but it's just a high time frame breakdown to low time frame. So about 3-4 weeks ago, we got up here. Price indicated to us, okay, nice. I don't want to push straight through here. I want to take my time and potentially turn around. It indicated us by closing with that wick and candle closure below the liquidity, showing us like, all right, we might be able to turn around. However, this push to the upside was not followed by a strong turnaround. If anything, this price behavior afterwards was super correctional, showing us that sellers didn't really step into the market yet. Then we came above, and although it took some internal range liquidity, price really did nothing more than building up more liquidity here in the form of those equals. Then moving away from there, we got a sellers on the high time frame. It looks like on a daily, it looks like sellers tapped in, but really took its time. There was some strong movement, but yeah, it's all right. It's not indicating like, okay, now we're gonna take this out and move long, but it was definitely not saying like compared to this one. Oh wait, we're going. Sorry. It was definitely not saying yet like going short. Um, or it was, but sorry. If you compare how bearish that daily candle looks to the actual price behavior on the lower time frames, it's not really that dangerous. Oh, so yeah, we pushed up, and what we can look now for is, of course, shorts, liquidity, internal stake in here. We took previous daily weekly low, previous weekly highs, but there's still a lot of momentum to the upside. Look how we started Monday, a little bit correctional to the downside, and then boom, New York open, pushed up towards the end of the day, strong closure above, and then only there, price started to slow down, but really just because of the volume that was not in the market rather than price not willing to go higher. So that's why we have to be careful because price didn't tell us it doesn't want to go higher. It was just the volume leaving the market, um, being the reason that price couldn't continue up that fast. So for today, if I would look for shorts, I would definitely wait for Asia highs. And ideally, I would wait for some sort of structure realignment, something I can use to trade. Looking at this 15-minute, it's not really it yet. We've got Asia lows still being intact, so at the moment, not really feeling this to go short. Pardon me. Then we also have this bullish range here where we can look to long from. However, this last push doesn't hold that much liquidity. So ideally, we wait for price to get down here into this supply zone and then look for potential longs. Although looking at the higher time frames now, where we're positioned, I feel like now is the time that price might be ready to turn around. But again, we need some yeah, something like this, really. However, not like this. We need more liquidity to it. So for our next leg, we have liquidity to take and then push it downside. So we need impulses, but we need little places where we have liquidity so we can take that liquidity and then continue further down. Um, yeah. So for today, what I'm looking at Asia highs to be taken out, and after that, I will be ready to take shorts. Zooming out, we know that there's areas up here we can trade from, but really these would be my last two areas I would look to short from unless there is some super high impact news that suddenly pushes us down. Let's say we get up here and then boom. But other than that, these are the two areas I look to short from. Long, still following this structure we have here. At the moment, we are nowhere near any areas to look for longs. Then GU, quite messy, probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, So we did take previous weekly highs already. Ah, stupid. Then we have previous weekly lows there. We took out the supply zone. So GU is a bit interesting now. Because it's been messing with us a lot. This might be so annoying to hear during a video, but yeah, nothing I can do about it. GU really is nothing more than we've got that one. I'm really gonna make this one purple because I don't have any colors left. We have a low. How do you use that one as well? Hold up. Oh no, that's the one from EU. Okay. So we have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and somewhere here our higher high will be formed. What's good for us? Well, because we're short biased because of the high time frame range, so we're building up quite some liquidity to the downside there. Um, we also can't ignore that this lag doesn't have that much liquidity in it. So in order for price to continue long, it needs to take some liquidity here and move higher. It can't take any liquidity there, so we move lower and then we potentially get something like that. And that's what I'm focused on for today or for the upcoming weeks. Just like EU, previous daily highs are already taken. Previous daily lows are still intact. However, strong push to the upside, so I would rather be a bit more careful with the shorts and let price settle for a minute. We can see that we did take a lot of internal range liquidity already. This is probably everything we could take. And if we move higher from here, then we're probably going bullish. Yeah. Other than that, low time frames, the same as on EU. Mm, 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 mm. Um, yeah, also waiting for potential shorts. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I would probably wait for Asia highs to be taken out, just like usual. Asia lows still being intact, because if you zoom in, this is just shit PA to work with. As in structure, low, high, high, low, high, high. Nah, it's ugly. So both EU, GU, we wait for Asia highs to be taken out before we look for any shorts. We're nowhere near any areas to look for longs, unfortunately, because a potential long could still happen here, but we don't know. Then the XY moving lower, and that's what I was thinking about taking this low, but especially still this low there before it is ready to move higher. um, oops. Oh, wrong button. And really, if you look at the high time, it didn't take any liquidity yet. So no inducements here. So it has to take this low, potentially has to, and then give us a move to the upside. And that's what we're patiently waiting for, I guess. I also really do hope that once, because I want this area to play out and then give us shorts, because then the whole analysis is complete. I hope that price, as soon as we get below here, we see some rejection candles and wicks. If not, then fear the worst and we continue further down. But I don't feel like dollar is weak enough yet to do that. I feel like we still have to take something here before we can go. Although we don't need to, I feel like we could. So, yeah, that's been it for today, guys. I'm a bit messy, also with the noises in my nose. Again, apologies, I couldn't do the forecast. But yeah, it is what it is. And I catch you guys back in the market. May you have any questions, please shout me. And I catch you guys there. Peace out.